What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Okay. Hope everyone had a good week, right? Hope everyone had a good week. Um, yeah, like always, thank you for all the support. If you haven't already, please like, please subscribe. Commenting is always helpful. Please check out my other videos. That will be helpful as well. Um, yeah, if you could, right? Please do as much as you can to help me push my content out. I had a commenter said that he loves my stuff. He loves my commentary, and he's surprised that I don't have more followers. It is what it is, right? But I love the support. So if you could, check out my other videos, please. Like, comment. That will be helpful. So please do that. Um, yeah. So let's get started. Let's get started. Um, Please check out my TikTok. Okay. That links in the description below. Uh, I've been doing videos of other stuff too because uh, I'm like commentary on like racial stuff. Sometimes commentary on like political things. I'm not too political, so I don't have a whole lot to say, but do have some opinions on that. Um, so please check out those content as well. Uh, but yes, let's get started. Let's get started. I hate. I gotta fix the. I gotta fix the. I gotta fix. Give me, please bear with me for a little bit. Okay. I don't know. All right. Thank you for bearing me for a little bit. All right. Let's check out this TikTok video.
There is a male loneliness epidemic because you guys are not being truly honest with yourselves about the fact that y'all don't really like women. You like what we bring to the table, you like what and how we make you feel, but y'all don't actually like us. Women, we naturally pour into each other, give each other compliments, really celebrate all kinds of aspects of every part of a woman, even the dark parts. But with men, we have to only show y'all the fucking sunshine, as if that's the only part that exists in us. It's not only light. Feminine energy is very dark. And a lot of the times we don't even get to share that aspect with you guys because y'all are emotional as fuck. Y'all don't know how to react when we share a part of ourselves that's not like what you look like, that the part that you're most comfortable with. And this is why men need to learn how to be a little bit feminine. That doesn't mean you're being gay. That's your problem. Being feminine, women are strong as fuck. So being feminine is, they act like it's a diss or something. Y'all have this shit misscrewed. And y'all really need to get it together or the epidemic will continue and matriarchy will return. The patriarchy is dying. It's dead. There is a male loneliness epidemic.
First of all, what matriarchy? What return? This is why men. If you're gonna say, right, if you're gonna say men don't like who women are, this is why. What? This is the your thought process. So with so many modern women, patriarchy, feminism. It's like, seriously, stop it with that shit. Stop it with that shit. Stop it with trying to the victimhood mentality, the political shit. Men are tired of that bullshit. Seriously. I swear to God, this is, you know, it's like, it's funny. You say, oh, what are you gonna say? Say that again.
Because you guys are not being truly honest with yourselves about the fact that y'all don't really like women.
You don't really like women. Do they not really like women, or they don't like the BS? They don't like the personality. It's like, I'm gonna say something that I'm gonna talk about something that, do women even like men? But that's gonna be a little bit. This is the thing. It's like, a lot of women don't understand. If you don't like your personality, does it mean, like, you know, that they don't like women or they don't like you? This is the thing. And if you think that, okay, fine, if all women care about the patriarchy, feminism, you know, bringing back the matriarchy, which is bullshit. Yeah, I can see why men don't like women. But is that women or is that ideology? Is that women having stupid ideology? Everything needs to be political. Everything needs to be Donald Trump, racism, the patriarchy, this, oppression, that. Which, really, are you oppressed? Is it men not liking women or men tired of women's BS? Absolutely, utterly stupid. Because here's the thing: even in her own video, you can see, she can tell you, can show you why are men tired. I don't. This is a thing where it's not about not liking women. It's not being tired of Western women. Guess what? The same men that you think that don't like women, they're going to be passport bros. So do they not like women, or they just don't like you? They're just tired of you. Here's the thing. What are men getting? Right? What are men getting nowadays? Obese women that have poisoned mindset. And fine, if you're not, you know, physically attractive, cool. But seriously, your insides are ugly as well. Absolutely ridiculous. And that's the insanity, okay? Let's talk about the another part of insanity. Do women even like men? Because here's the thing where, as content creators go, I've seen more women saying they hate men than I've seen actual content creators, male content creators, saying they hate women. I've seen actual, and I'm going to show it too. I'm going to show you women, right, getting on camera saying they hate men. Now, yes, are there comments, right? Internet trolls or nobodies, right? Weird accounts saying that they hate women, of course. But they're not pushing that narrative. They're not getting on camera to record and say they hate men, pushing that narrative to their followers, to the masses. Yeah, you get a comment saying that, oh, I hate women. Okay. You get another comment that says, I hate women. Okay, fine. But they're nobodies. And here's the thing, when it comes to comments, you've seen the worst of worst people. Okay? One thing is like they will one the people that will hide that, you could think about that however you want. But the people who are blatantly in your face saying they hate you, hmm, what's worse? So that's the thing where I'm saying, are do men not like women? And that's the problem? Or why the male loneliness thing is that women hate men. And I'll show you it.
You like what we bring to the table. You like what and how we make you feel.
And can you not say the same thing about the reverse? Do women not like what men bring to the table? And what how men like how men make women feel? It's this is the thing. These all these feminist women, okay, that spews this stupid rhetoric, okay, have this opinion piece about the male loneliness epidemic. And here's the thing, I said this in a TikTok video. Men aren't even talking about this. Men in general aren't talking about this. I've seen more women talk about the male loneliness shit than I actually do men. So it's like you have this opinion piece on the male loneliness thing, right? Women have these thoughts on these male loneliness things, but do you never think about the actual causes? Because this is the thing, women think, okay, they're the actual cause is that men don't like women. Men are jerks. Men are assholes to women. Okay, but is that true? Is that true? Right? Please prove it. Please prove it. Okay. This is not necessarily proof per se. Okay, it's not not concrete, you know, academic study proof. Okay, but but by examples, all right, which I'm going to show you about a bunch of women, just a few. I mean, I select a few. You can find a whole lot more. I selected a few of women saying they hate men. So by showing you that modern women's ideology right now is saying that they hate men, could that not be, okay, the the root of male loneliness? And I'm only saying in this kind of aspect because I think the male loneliness thing is a bigger story than, oh, men can't get women. I just think that men don't have nobody, have no support system, friends, family, women, nobody. So, but that's, you know, that's a deeper thing. But I'm just talking about in this, okay, women saying that they hate men will not facilitate or be part of the root cause of the male loneliness thing, of women hating men, so men can't get women. It's not that men hate women so they can't get women. No, no, that's no.
But y'all don't actually like us. Women, we naturally pour into each other, give each other compliments, really celebrate all kinds of aspects.
How? Here's the thing. Her example saying women naturally celebrate all women, right? Celebrate all women, give other women compliments. How's that getting men to like you? You celebrate other women. Do you celebrate men? Do you compliment men? No, no, no. You want to inflate the egos of other women. At the same time, also humble and deflate the egos of men. How how does that facilitate men liking you beyond whatever you just said? Like beyond how you make men feel and what you bring to the table. It's like seriously, make it make sense. And that shows you, okay? Right? I said this before. We have the problem of women nowadays just needlessly inflating other women's egos. You're a 10, right? You're a 10. You're a goddess. You're perfect. You can't do no wrong. Yeah. The ego. Okay. The absolute crazy ass ego of women.
Of every part of a woman, even the dark parts. But with men,
Okay. You celebrate the dark parts of women. Okay. Do you celebrate the dark parts of men? No, 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 no. You don't. You don't celebrate the dark parts of men. You chastise it. Right? You chastise it. You blame it for every fucking reason. Okay? You blame it for everything. Great. Okay, great, great. You recognize dark sides of women. You don't recognize the dark sides of men. And if you do, it's in a negative light. And here you're saying, oh, the dark side of women, you know, something special.
we have to only show y'all the fucking sunshine. As if that's the only part.
Do you want men to show you the negative, or do you want men to only show you the sun? It's like, this is the thing. I've always said this. Okay, when you if an argument, if a talking point, if a talking point can't be reversed, can't be you know, used, the same kind of talking point, okay, can't be reverse engineered, or you know, a little bit turned around, and don't make sense. It didn't make sense to begin with. Why I'm saying that is that if you can't flip the genders, right, flip the genders in this stupid woman's BS, if you can't flip the genders, then it never made sense to begin with. She's saying that men don't like women's dark side. Only want women to show the sunshine. Right? Okay. Cool. Do you want to see, do you celebrate men's dark side? Do you chastise men that don't show you the sunshine? This is why women's logic is so asinine, because it doesn't make sense when put into actual practice. When actually thinking about it, it never fucking makes sense.
That exists in us is not only light. Feminine energy is very dark. And a lot of the times we don't even get to share that aspect with you guys because y'all are emotional as fuck.
Oh, really? Really? Men don't see the dark side of women? Men don't see the dark side of women? 70%. Google it, and because I have, 70% of non-reciprocal domestic violence is committed by women. I'm going to dumb it down. 70% of one-way domestic violence, one way, okay, is I'm hitting you, you ain't doing shit, okay? 70% of one-way domestic violence is committed by women. I guarantee you, yo, bro, what's up? Why? I guarantee you, men of plenty have seen women dark side. I guarantee you. Right? And then have the audacity to say men are emotions that fuck. Because, yo, Santiago, what's up, my brother? The audacity to say men are emotional. Men are emotional. I could swear that one of the stigmas of men is being nonchalant. Rarely, okay, the stigma of men is being overly emotional.
Y'all don't know how to react when we share a part of ourselves that's not like what you look like, that the part that you're most comfortable with. And this is why men need to learn how to be a little bit feminine. That doesn't mean you're being gay.
This is a thing where I like to say, stop with that feminine bullshit. Men are very, in my personal opinion, what they need to learn is being emotionally intelligent. And I believe a lot of men, if not majority of men, are emotionally intelligent, know how to regulate and control their emotions. Not feminine bullshit. What the fuck?
That's your problem. Being feminine, women are strong as fuck. So being feminine is, they act like it's a diss or something. Y'all have this shit misscrewed. And y'all really need to get it together or the epidemic will continue and matriarchy will return. The patriarchy is dying. It's dead.
That is what men are tired about. Your bullshit of patriarchy, all this like political shit. That's all this like shut the fuck up.
There is a male loneliness epidemic because you guys are not being truly honest with yourselves about the fact that y'all don't really like women. You like what we bring to the table. You like what and how we make you feel. But y'all don't actually like us. Women, we naturally pour into each other, give each other compliments, really celebrate all kinds of aspects of every part of a woman, even the dark parts. But with men, we have to only show y'all the fucking sunshine, as if that's the only part that exists in us. It's not only light. Feminine energy is very dark. And a lot of the times we don't even get to share that aspect with you guys because y'all are emotional as fuck. Y'all don't know how to react when we share a part of ourselves that's not like what you look like, that the part that you're most comfortable with. And this is why men need to learn how to be.
Here's the thing, okay? I said it that I think one of the problems is not that men don't like women. Because I've said this before. Now, there's no study. There's no study on this. Yeah, sugarcoat it. There's no study on this, okay? But what I can correlate is that 80% of men, right? Most men find most women attractive. Now, yes, attractive not necessarily saying like, but I think it kind of correlates because here's the thing. Here's the thing where I use this as maybe correlation or whatever. Because 80% of women, most women, find most men unattractive. Because so it's here. So why am I using that? That's dating statistics. Why would I use that dating statistic? Because here's the thing. If most women find most men unattractive, do you think most women like men? Right? Do you think most women would even like men? If they already find most men unattractive, right? If you are already unattractive, do you think she would like you? I don't think so. Because where I can say that where I said the dating statistic of most men find most women attractive, at the very least, you can't think if he's attracted to her, maybe he can like her as well. Maybe. But in the reverse, most women don't find most men attractive. I'm doubtful she won't even like him at all. So, going to that logic as well, I think the actual thing, right? Because you hear this before. I hear this constantly. Oh, men don't like women. Men don't like women. Really? Because I think it's more that women don't like men.
So if you're that kind of woman now, you defend men. Eh? The queen of not all men association. I won't be your friend though. Any small thing where I talk now, you don't they defend men. They bring up statistics of men where they go through domestic violence. Waiting concern that one now. Why you can't they bring that one up? I mean, who send you message? You can't be my friend though with all this oversabi you are doing. Any small thing. But my boyfriend, you can't bring your boyfriend join. You don't want to be my friend true. Hey God. If I say you want me to cut you off, you don't like this friendship. You don't like us as we are twinning together doing baddies. You can't be my friend if you are defending men, no. Any small thing you have brought up your boyfriend. No, I beg you. When you day one side, when you just day one side. I don't like that kind of behavior. If you want to be my friend, Man hating is the first criteria. Do you hate men? Yes. Da la da la la. We are friends. But if I come and say, ah, men are so useless, you come and say, but not all men. Ah, I go come they look you with one side. I make sure say you know. Ah, you dey craze. Which one be not all men? Ah, that's not what I expect from you. What I expect from you is for you to even say something more wicked. Hey, now so we go they twin they go. Which one be not all men? No, if you're a defender, protector, guardian, chief seductress, and chief pick me, you can't be anywhere around me. It's not say you don't like this friendship. Oh. Ha! So if you're that kind of woman now, you defend men. Eh? The queen of not all men association. Ah. I won't be your friend though. Hmm? Any small thing where I talk now, you don't they defend men. They bring up statistics of men where they go through domestic violence. Waiting concern me, concern that one now. Ah, why you can't they bring that one up? I mean, who send you message? Eh? You can't be my friend though with all this oversabi you are doing. Any small thing. But my boyfriend, you can't bring your boyfriend join. You don't want to be my friend.
Whole bunch of comments. Over 1,000 comments. Just about hating on men. Huh. Ain't that something?
How do you live at this intersection of I hate men, I see all this terrible behavior online, but I'm with a man, I'm marrying a man. And by the way, Ashley and I make fun of men too, but we have like great fathers and brothers.
Yeah,
friends.
Most do. Most women who do hate men have great fathers, brothers, and men.
Yeah, so we do think there's like great men. Obviously, you found one, so did Ashley. Yeah. But like, how do you live at that sort of like intersection of the two?
I mean, I think it's a lot simpler than
The most famous, at least in current day, man hater.
people think. I think people overcomplicate it. It's just, I'm not talking about you.
Amen.
But it doesn't change the inherent fact that men are evil. That is true. Like man as a whole is evil. Like just as an entity, a general idea. Men have inflicted violence and oppression on the world in ways.
Women have never inflicted violence on anybody?
That are irreparable. Like it's okay if we say that out loud. It's okay if we say that men are inherently evil. It's like it's not all men, but for some reason, always a man. Every time something terrible happens, always a man. Like,
I said this before. Okay, I've said this before. Oh, why don't you hold men accountable? Or why don't you show bad men? Why don't you talk about men, right? Why? Why do I need to? There's plenty of these bitches that do it. Plenty of them. Plenty of them. There's not enough counter programming. I'm going to show you that women are not as angelic as they were led to believe. I just told you, right? I just told you statistic of 70% of women, okay? 70% of women are the leading, okay, in one way domestic violence, i.e., they beat their man does shit, okay? 70% of women. 70% of women do one-way violence against men in relationships.
%99 of the time. So I feel like it's a lot simpler than people may think. I don't hate my man. I hate most men. And for me, I think given what men have done to me personally, to people I love, and the world as a whole, if they all start guilty and have to work their way to innocent, it's not really a big deal to me. I feel very like convicted in that. If you're not awful, prove it.
Yeah.
Quit.
Okay. Like I said, if you can't reverse that logic, then it don't make sense. If women aren't evil, prove it. Prove it. I can bring you case after case of women doing terrible shit. Guess what? In the last couple years, who do you hear more fiddling with minors? In the last couple of years, who are you hearing more fiddling with minors? Women. Teachers. I'm not saying women are doing more than men. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying who are you hearing more and more of? Right? I'm saying me personally, I'm hearing more and more of female teachers, right, having relationships with minors. And let's not to say that, right? Women are the leading cause of abuse abuse or danger when it comes to children. It's like this thing where we like to say that, oh, because there are some men that have done bad things. Well, all men must suffer for it. All men must suffer it. So by the same token, if women have done bad things, which they have, practically anything a man have done, practically probably not everything, but practically anything a man has done, a woman has done it too. A pedo, women have been pedos. Killed someone, women have killed someone. It's like, you name it, please name it, because name something that a man has done, a woman hasn't. I guarantee you, a crime a man has done, a woman has done that crime too. Okay? Yeah, maybe not on the same scale, but so what? Right? So what? You make it seem like, oh, men are evil, women are angels. Women don't do anything bad. Men do everything bad. That's the fucking... This is the thing where I'm not saying that, yes, I'm not saying that men don't do bad shit. Of course. Of course they do. But you cannot blanket statement that shit. Because here's the thing. That same logic, right? The same logic, right? She just said, men do all the bad shit in the world. Okay. Let's do that. Let's play that same logic, okay? Because if you say men do all the bad shit in the world, so they are bad, right? Men are bad. They're guilty until proven innocent. Okay. Let's switch that to a race then. Right? Because if that logic makes sense when it comes to gender, it should make sense with everything. Right? It should make sense with everything. So if I say, hypothetically, right, black men, right, or let's say black people, right, are the leading cause of violence, right? They are the top, I don't know, they do top murders and all that stuff. So by that logic, should I say black people are guilty until proven innocent? Oh, it doesn't make sense for it doesn't make sense for race. Right? It doesn't make sense for race, but it makes sense for gender. Why is that? Why is that? Why is it that if you say a man's gender determines how, I don't know, bad he is, why shouldn't a race? Why shouldn't a person's race do that? Why would a gender do something, but a race wouldn't do it? That's the stupidity of a lot of these arguments. Because it doesn't make sense when you try to, shape your narrative, because it doesn't make sense when you use that same logic on other things, right? Because here's the thing. 2 + 2 will always equal 4, no matter how you split it, right? No matter how you want to, I don't know, switch it around, whatever you want to do it, that logic, 2 + 2 will equal 4. No matter how you switch it around, no matter what you do, okay, it will still equal 4. But you can't say men are evil because they've done evil things. But then you say black people, and again, I'm not saying that's true. I'm giving an example, right? You say black people have done evil things, but, oh, black people aren't evil. That's not a 2 + 2 = 4 thing, because that don't make sense.
You think it's problematic that women say, I hate men? Watch this video. Remember this thing called COVID? Yeah, it had a fatality rate of about 3% before the vaccine came out. And despite that number being very low, we were very careful. We were very cautious because collectively as a people, no one wanted to get it because we recognize 3% is still terrifying. It's the same as like if you put out a bag of Skittles, right? And there's 100 and you know that 3 of them are poisonous. Are you going to take the chance and pick a Skittle and eat it? Probably not. Just the same way that, yeah, your chances of being a person and going out and getting COVID and dying from it were quite...
We do not actually hate men, but there are plenty of people out there who want to hurt us. We have to be cautious to stay alive. Here's the thing. Okay, by the same token, men have to do that too. Men die more from violent crimes than women. So really, you're nothing special. No, you're right. You can't fix stupid. You are correct. You can't fix stupid. I 100% agree. The problem is, you know what? I can critique it, right? I'm going to critique it. I'm going to critique stupid. No, I'm going to critique stupid.
Low, but you still avoided it and took precautions because, of course, you want to protect yourself. It's the exact same thing with men. You recognize it's not all men, but it's enough men to the point where we have to be cautious. Sometimes
there's enough men that commit crime that you have to be cautious. Okay. And again, this is why I keep on using the race thing, because people like this will always say that it don't matter with that. It doesn't fit with that. Because why? Because they know it will look bad. That logic will fall apart. Because here's the thing: if white people see that, okay, a lot of black people commit crime, so I will always be cautious of black people. Oh, no, it don't fit there, right? This is the thing. This is why this whole feminist leftist ideology will fall apart. It will fall apart because when you try to flip it on his tail, right? Flip it on his ass, it won't make sense. They won't agree with it. Because if you agree with it, right? If she agrees that there are enough bad men out there, right? Not enough bad men out there that you have to be cautious of men now, right? Because there are enough bad men out there that makes you cautious of men, right? Okay. That means, right? That would mean, by the same logic, okay? By the same logic, if white people, right? White people as a whole, right? Or in general, want to use this logic applied to race, right? They could still use that same logic. Do you agree? Do you agree to it? That in white people's eyes, there is enough black people that commit crimes, so now white people have to be cautious of black people. Oh no. Oh no. That's when it don't make sense, right? It falls apart, right? Fucking stupid.
people who will hurt you are your family. They're your friends. They are cousins. They are people that you've known your entire life. So even if you think you know them, you don't quite know them. You never know which ones of the Skittles are going to turn out to be poisonous. Just like
by your same logic, women, right? Women, like I said, commit more domestic violence towards men. Women commit more one-way domestic violence towards men. Women, single mothers, right? Women are more statistically dangerous to children, right? Than fathers are. It's like, again, you can see negative in a lot of things. You could see negatives in a lot of things. The problem is, you don't blame negativity on the whole whatever population. Okay? Just like I said, I don't blame, okay, the few black people that do bad shit on the whole fucking community. That's the thing. I don't blame a few bad men on the whole fucking men, right? I don't blame the few bad women on all women, right? Or I don't say that, you know what? I now, since there are bad women, I have to be cautious of women. Since they're bad black people, I'm gonna have to be cautious of black people. Since they're bad men, I'm gonna be cautious of men. What?
You don't know if you're going to get COVID one day when you go out without a mask. It's not about you. It's about self-preservation. It's about protecting ourselves. You think it's
okay? Let's say this. Let's play that logic, right? Let's play that logic. Okay, it's about protecting yourself. Okay, fine. Let's play women's logic. It's about protecting themselves. Let's play that logic. Excuse me for a bit. I gotta find this video.
Okay, I heard.
Okay. Like I said, is it about protecting him, right? Women are doing things to protect themselves, right? It's about protecting themselves. They need to be cautious of men to protect themselves. Okay.
Okay, I heard that men are complaining about women wearing really tight and exposing clothes to the gym. So I decided to wear the tightest shorts I have in my closet with a bandeau top and the smallest jacket I own. So this is the outfit for leg day. Navigation shorts, tube top or bandeau top from Amazon, navigation cropped jacket, Gymshark bag, and then my Vans. Today we have quads, calves, cardio, and I might do core, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I hope every man in the gym leaves because they're so disgusted with my outfit. Mwah. Bye. That men are.
Who's this woman protecting herself from? Who's this woman protecting herself from? Who? How is she protecting herself? Seems more like she's advertising herself. Like, oh, bad men, look at me. Look at me. This is the thing. Do women actually protect themselves? Or they just have men hating rhetoric? Right? Do they actually protect themselves? What, and if they are, what actions are they doing to protect themselves? Seems like to me, women make more actions to hurt themselves.
Complaining about women wearing really tight and exposing clothes to the gym. So I decided to wear the tightest shorts I have in my closet with a bandeau top and the smallest jacket I own.
So instead of wanting to protect yourself as women, you want to bring more attention to yourself, potential danger to yourself. I don't know. I don't see that as logic. How is that logically you are trying to protect yourself? I just see is that, you know what, women just want a excuse to hate on men. Just an excuse.
I'm just trying to be myself. I got everybody.
So, and again, more being proud of hating on men. You're such a man hater. God forbid a girl tries to increase her life expectancy. Okay. There's no there is no logic. No, there isn't. Again, it's like it's okay. It's fine to say you hate men. And here's the thing, right? I want to hear the logic, right? Hear the logic. Please explain to me the logic. Saying you hate men, how does that increase your life expectancy? How? Please tell me. How does hating, right? Hating a gender increase your life expectancy? Hating men does not necessarily mean you'll be cautious of men, right? Because like I said, I just showed you, I just showed you a woman that honestly, what she's dressing like more to gain men's attention than actually steering attention away from her. So really, how? It's just, I can never understand. Tell me, how does hating men increase your life expectancy? Because here's the thing. Even if you hate men, it is a reality. You live in a world where there still be men around. Right? But saying you hate men, honestly, will only attract the men that hate women. Because now you're giving ammo to the men that hate you. And I know there are disgusting men out there. You're just giving them more reason. And still, I don't understand the logic of how does that help your cause of hating men. Because here's the thing, in my personal opinion, if you care about men, if you are more of a, if you love, I'm not saying, I want to say you love men, but if you respect men, if you actually care, if you actually believe men are, not the worst thing in the world, God forbid you actually have a man there to help you, right? In the protection, right? In the protection of hopefully increasing your life expectancy. Because this is the thing where women like this, never understand the meaning of protection. This is why one of men's duties, right? Not just provision, it's protection. Because I said this, I said this, right? Women don't understand. You cannot live in a world without men. You cannot live in a world without men. I've said this before. I don't hate women. Because here's the thing. I cannot live in a world without women. It don't make sense. It's not reality. Right? Only women want to live in delusion. We cannot live in a world without each other. Period. Right? Period. So for you to have these, I say both ways, right? Women hater, man haters, that shit is stupid. It's utterly stupid. And this is the thing, like I said, since we live in a world that have to have men, have to have women, here's the thing. I'm sorry, you will need protection.
Yeah, no, I don't really do mud.
But you're a garden fairy.
Ironic, isn't it? Yeah.
And here's that insanity. That's why I said, you hate men, yet you still have men around you. I don't wish it. I don't wish it on any woman. But would you be surprised? Would you be surprised that a woman that says, I hate men, would attract toxic men? Would you be surprised? Would you be surprised that women that say, I hate men, would attract manipulative men? I don't know. I wouldn't. So, and then, like I said in the beginning, right? Like I said in the beginning, women that say men don't like women. Like I said, I see more content creators, right, spreading their message of hating men out to the masses. Literally, word for word. I hate men. Here's the thing. I hate all men while having a fucking boyfriend. Insanity. But spreading that message to the masses, I don't see what men doing the same. Now, I'm not saying there isn't. But if there is, it's not balanced. It's definitely not balanced. So I really question when people say, "Oh, do men actually like women?" No. That ain't the question. Do women even like men? All right. Let's do a dating story, a little bit different, right? Get off of the a little bit more, I don't know if I say lighthearted, but a little bit different. Let's check this one out.
I went out on several from the jump. I went out on several dates with a guy. I went
All right, let's react to this.
out on several dates with a guy from Hinge, and I kind of liked him. It was like 5 to 7 dates, and from the jump I told him, hey, I have a very busy career, I work in law enforcement, and I need to make sure that you understand that if we are going to date and see each other, you are going to have to drive to see me a little bit more, because I knew where he lived, I knew where I work and all of that, where I live, and the logistics like just aren't going to work out all the time. So I was upfront, transparent, and told him, you are going to have to put in a little bit more effort commuting to come and see me. He was all cool with that and everything. So everything's going well. One day he asked like, hey, you know, one day after work, can you stop off and maybe like we could have drinks or something, you know? And I was like, I definitely cannot do that. I drive a police car to work, and that is not something that I can do. In addition, my work is very serious about our work cars. They are only to be used to drive to and from work and for official purposes only. I explained that to him. He was like, cool, I completely understand, all of that. So then he was asking me, hey, on a Friday, do you think that you could like cut out of work a little bit early? You could get home, maybe drive over here and see me. We could like go out or whatever. I was like, bro, I cannot cut out of work early. I told you, I work in law enforcement. Every second of my work and my time is accounted for because it is taxpayer money. I don't get to cut out of work early. Like, this is not a career that I can like do things that normal people can do. I just can't do it, you know? And I wasn't rude about it. I just said, hey, like I totally can't do that. You know, I explained the taxpayer money. I'm like, you pay taxes, you pay part of my salary, and I pay part of my salary, whatever the case may be. But like, we just have to be legit. Like, I don't do that. My boss scrutinizes a lot, but that's just how we are. So I start getting the text messages where he just likes them instead of actually responds or expands upon my text messages. And then like the text messages start to get less and less. I honestly do not understand why I can show up telling a person, these are the time constraints with my job, my life, all of this. I'm not even asking you to take me to like expensive restaurants and all of that. I'm just asking for somebody to put a little bit of effort into the commute and the time spent a little bit more, because I can't do that with Bay Area traffic and all of that makes it a little bit difficult.
I went out.
Here's the thing, right? I'll give her this, right? She said up front, she told him, let's break it down. Let's break it down.
On several dates with a guy from Hinge, and I kind of liked him. It was like 5 to 7 dates, and from the jump I told him, hey, I have a very busy career, I work in law enforcement, and I need to make sure that you understand that if we are going to date and see each other, you are going to have to drive to see me a little bit more, because
I said I'd give her credit for telling her, I guess, boundary up front. Okay. But here's the thing, a little bit more, not 100%. That's the thing. That's the thing that this woman don't understand. A little bit more. Fine. It's okay. There's no, I guarantee, she said they've been on a couple dates. I guaranteed you, he's the one who's driving more to her. I guarantee you, right? Because you can see how she is. So I guarantee you, he's the one who's been making that effort. So he has. She didn't say 100% all the time. You are the one who's going to drive to me. She didn't say that. She said a little more. But this woman, this career woman, not understanding is that it's not one way. This is the thing. Are police officers all single? No, they're not. That's the thing. How about make some effort? I swear, women think that their existence alone is the effort. That's it. Women believe their existence alone is the effort. Because they were born, that is all the effort a man needs. That's it, right? Being born is all the effort men deserve. Again, you said, come to you a little bit more, right? Traveling, time spent, right? Whatever. A little bit more. Okay. Guarantee you, since they've been on a few dates, he has been doing that. He's asking you this one time. He's asking you to show some effort. Right? Show some effort.
I knew where he lived, I knew where I work, and all of that, where I live, and the logistics like just aren't going to work out all the time. So
okay, but he's asking you this one time, and it's like all the time. It's like, what's the effort? You know, this is the thing. The logistics is that it's more an inconvenience for her. You know, this is the thing where I always find this like funny that you know, the dates that I've been on is like I had to go further. I think a lot of men do this, right? I think a lot of men have to go through this, where they have to make more of the effort. You have to go further, right? You can't tell her to come closer to you. Usually, you got to come closer to her.
I was upfront, transparent, and told him you are going to have to put in a little bit more effort commuting to come and see me. He was all,
yes. And he's been doing it. You said a little bit more. Okay. You didn't say all the time. Fucking learn words. Right? I guarantee you, since she was the one who, you know, left that man, right? He has been doing it. Right? I guarantee it. He has been doing it since now, right? He's been putting in the effort, driving to you. All he asks is you reciprocate one time. That's the thing where I swear to God, no one talks about this, right? Women definitely don't talk about it because they have such a skewed view, but men are just silent. All men ask for is that I give 10 times, right? I give 10 times. I just want you to give one. How's that hard? How can a man fully give, right, what you want 10 times. This is a hypothetical number shit, okay? Men are giving you 10, he's giving to you 10 times what you want, right? What you want, he's giving to you 10 times. What he wants, you can't even give to him one time, right? So 1 out of 10, you can't even do. That's the thing. That is what men are facing. Men are asking for shit to be reciprocal. But you know what? Fine. They can't even get that. But how about a little bit? How about a little bit? This is the problem with dating, okay? Men of the past know that I have to give so much during the dating process. I have to do the time, the effort, the energy, the money, all that shit. Men have to do 100% during the dating process. 100%. But guess what that kind of creates? What that dynamic creates, right? What does giving 100% during the dating process, what does that create? Now that you are married, he's taking a seat back. I'm saying that those could be cause and effect, where he gave 100% during the dating process. You gave almost 0. So now that you are in a committed relationship, guess what's the consequences of that? Men take a step back. He's fucking drained and tired. So now he's like, you give 100%. That's kind of, it's a theory, right? It's a theory I'm building because I've seen that a lot. So it's a theory that I'm kind of building. Yo, McCoy, what's up, my brother?
Cool with that and everything. So everything's going well. One day he asked, like, hey, you know, one day after work, can you stop off and maybe like we could have drinks or something, you know? And I was like, I definitely cannot do that. I drive a police car to work, and that is not something that I can do. In addition, my work is very serious about our.
Doesn't look like she's in a police car right now, does it? She does have a real car, right? She does have a civilian car. So you could do it. You don't want to do it. You could do it. You don't want to do it. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, okay? This shit is like really annoying. Be honest. Okay? You could do it. You don't want to do it.
Work cars, they are only to be used to drive to and from work and for official purposes only. I explained that to him. He was like, cool, I completely understand, all of that. So then he was asking me, hey, on a Friday, do you think that you could like cut out of work a little bit early? You could get home, maybe drive over here and see me. We could.
That's the problem, right? She is the prize. She's the prize. So she don't think she needs to put any effort in.
Like go out or whatever. I was like, bro, I cannot cut out of work early. I told you I work in.
Then fine, just come after work. Okay, you can't come. It's like, okay, fine. You can't cut out early. Cool, fine. That's understandable. How about just come after work? No, you don't want that too, right? You don't want that too. This is I said this before. This is the thing with women. If they like you, if women actually like you, right? Liking as in they're attracted to you, right? You give them the butterflies. You give them the butterflies. They want you. They would fucking jump to have sex with you that night. They will break rules. They will break rules. They will have no boundaries. They will have no boundaries, right? They will have no boundaries. They will break rules. She, right? If she was actually attracted to that man, she was like, okay, I'm gonna come see you. I'm gonna make the fucking effort to come see you because she wants him. This is the thing. She doesn't want him. He's nice, right? He's a nice guy. She said, she's a nice guy. It's fun. The date is cool, but she's not that attracted. She's not that into him. So and I've learned that if she's not that into you, she's not gonna make that effort.
Law enforcement. Every second.
Santiago, exactly. He's not that important to her. He's not that important to her. Because this is the thing where women know. If he was important to you, you would make that effort.
Of my work and my time is accounted for because it is taxpayer money. I don't get to cut out of work early. Like, this is not a
Okay, you don't get out of work early. Do you even get? Are you even able to get out of work? I mean, do you have like set hours? Do you ever get off of work? Are you able to get off of work? It's like, do you not go home? It's like such a stupid argument, such a stupid talking. Do you not? Are you on work 24/7? You're not. It's just that she doesn't want to see him, right? She doesn't want to make the effort to come see him.
career that I can like do things that normal people can do. I just can't do it, you know? And I wasn't rude about it. I just said, hey, like I told.
That's interesting. The question is, am I her bait or am I her catch? That's interesting. I like that. I like that analogy.
Really can't do that. You know, I explain the taxpayer money. I'm like, you pay taxes, you pay part of my salary, and I pay part of my salary, whatever the case may be. But like, we just have to be legit. Like, I don't do that. My boss scrutinizes a lot, but that's just how we are. So
it's funny. At least you have time to make TikToks. That was funny. That shit was funny. At least you have time to make TikToks. You don't have time. See a guy that you've been seeing for a couple dates that you said that was nice. I've said this before. Don't be a man that a woman settles for. Don't be a man that a woman settles for. If she doesn't see you, right, as someone she's attracted to, as she wants, right? This is the thing what women do. If she doesn't need you, right, but just wants you, she will only want you until she doesn't want you anymore.
I start getting the text messages where he just likes them instead of actually responds or expands upon my text messages. And then like the text messages start to get less and less. I honestly do not understand why I can show up telling a person, these are the time constraints with my job, my life, all of this. I'm not even asking you to take me to like expensive restaurants and all of.
She also said this, right? A commenter said that. Then he realized you weren't worth the drive and you were not putting in the effort he was putting in. He said, I agree. He decided I'm not worth the drive, which is totally fine. So that's her. That's what she gets. That's her response. She's not worth him driving. Was he worth you? Was he worth you driving to him? Obviously not. She expected that she should be worth it.
That I'm just asking for somebody to put a little bit of effort into the commute and the time spent a little bit more because I can't do
a little bit more. Not 100%. You didn't say 100%. Is it a little bit more or 100%? Stop with that BS. So, just recently for me, okay, I was on a talking stage with a woman, right? The talking stage, we're just texting back and forth. So I'm texting her more than she's texting me. Ain't that great, but it's fine. You know, it is what it is. And then she stops texting me. All like out of the blue. She just stops texting me. A week passed. Me being the you know, that naive guy as I am, I text her, what happened? Right? Are you not interested in it anymore? She said, no. I'm still interested. She just suddenly texts me, okay? Suddenly texts me and said she is interested. She's still interested. Oh, okay, well then we continue texting again, right? Continue texting some more and some more. Then I said, let's go on a date. She moves the subject, right? She doesn't really commit to going on a date. It is what it is. Text a little bit more. Then I say, are you? She's a career woman, right? She's a psychiatrist who has her own practice, and she's a single mom. Roast me if you want. So, a psychiatrist with her own practice, and she's a single mom. I said to her, I get it. You're busy. You are, trying to establish your own business. I get it. And you're a single mom. I understand you're busy. She said, great. But are you too busy to, get to know me? Are you too busy to date? And then she said, then she just stops texting me. Or she said that she doesn't know. Then I continue to text and she disappeared. First texter is not. I probably am, right? I am who I am. But this is the thing where I get it. If she's not into you, they're not going to make effort. This is why I said, right? This is why this is the insanity, right? Another women's logic saying men should like women more. Men should like women more than women liking men. You know why that's stupid? They're not talking about men and women. No. When women say, oh, men should like women more than women liking men, that's how relationships work. They're not talking about men and women. What they're talking about is the man that they want, right? The man that they want should like them more than they like the man. Because why is that a clear distinction? Because here's the thing. If she's not into you at all, she doesn't give a shit how much you like her. She doesn't give a shit how much you like her. If she's not into you at all, right? That's the thing where I also see where it's the flaw in that logic. If women don't like you more, they won't give you the effort. They won't give you the time of day. In my personal opinion, it's either you both like each other equally or she likes you more. Because if she doesn't like you more, or if she doesn't even like you at all, especially, she's not going to make any effort. She could give a damn if you disappear. And this is why I kind of not that active when it comes to dating, because that's what I get. No, I'm not trying to be a baby daddy, right? I'm not trying to be an instant daddy. This is a thing where I say things about I say things about single mothers, right? But I don't say that. I say that they are an automatic red flag. But like I said, red flags don't mean an automatic no. Okay? So for me particularly, it's not about her being a single mom or not. It's about how she treats me. But I do say it's a kind of a weird thing, right? Usually single mothers put men last on the priority list. It is what it is. But I do hope, right, that there could be one out there, right, that wouldn't put you last on the priority list. But generally they do, right? Oh, she was beautiful. That girl was good looking, right? She's good looking. But hey, yeah. What can I say? All right. What do you guys think? Why, you crazy bro? You're holding me to the fire. All right. Here's the thing why. I don't think red flags are automatic no. Depending on what you see, right? Because if a woman has one red flag, no one's perfect, right? No one is perfect. That's the thing where I stand by my words. I've said this before. I stand by my words. I say, recognize red flags. Red flags don't mean automatic no's, right? It's one, determined on how many red flags there are, right? How big that red flag is. I don't, and again, I have a child, right? I'm a single father in a way, right? So how am I going to say no to a single mother when I'm a single father? I ain't going to do that. Now, if I was childless, that'll probably be different, right? If I was childless, I'll probably have more stricter rules, okay? So that's, be understanding about that. If I was childless, I'll probably have more stricter rules. I probably wouldn't date single mothers, right? If I was childless. But again, I do have a kid. So, I don't believe in hypocrisies, right? I'm not going to be a hypocrite when I say, oh, I'm a single father, but I wouldn't date single mothers. No, I ain't going to be that kind of hypocrite. But the thing is that what I think about is that all I want is if I can put you, I'm not saying first, but if I can put you at the top or like high on my priority list, I would at least expect you to do the same. Okay? I'm not saying put me before your kid, but I say don't put me, dead last. Hell no. Hey, why? I mean, we all got, we all have our standards, right? Our boundaries and standards. And that is what I stick to, okay? I believe all men should have their boundaries and their standards. All right, we have 5 what? What do you have 5 of? 5 kids? 5 red flags? What do you got? Bro, if you have 5 kids and you say no to single moms, you're crazy. You are crazy. All right? If you have 5 kids and you say no to single moms, you're crazy. You have 5 kids and you said no to single mothers? No. You are crazy. No way. Why, you are crazy. All right, let's go to another crazy woman.
Not be a wife to.
All right, let's check this one out.
A man that is not your husband. Don't move in with no man. Don't be out here cooking and cleaning. If you really about that life, don't be out here having sex with no man that ain't your husband. Most definitely don't be out here having no babies by a man that ain't your husband. We should all know that by now. That's like a universal rule. Don't be out here helping him apply for jobs. I'm telling y'all, let his mama do that shit. While you sit pretty and get treated and spoiled as his girlfriend. And technically, as a girlfriend, you're still single. As a girlfriend, what he ate today is none of your business. If he got kids already, they're none of your concern. You ain't nobody's stepmama. As a girlfriend, it's okay to compromise, but we are not making any sacrifices. If y'all together, y'all locked in, and he cooks for you, then it's cool to return the favor and show off your cooking skills. That's cute. But it is not your duty to cook him breakfast, lunch, dinner, pack his work lunch, and make him snacks as a girlfriend. That's not your duty. Because trust me, with or without you, that man is going to figure out how to eat. I know as women, we like to think cooking and cleaning makes a man want us more or make a man fall in love. But what if we are talking about a man that has personal chefs and maids? He don't need you to cook or clean for him. His mama taught him how to cook and clean for himself, so he ain't relying upon no woman to do that for him. Then what do you have to offer? More importantly, when we do all of these things for a man, what is he doing in return? Is he paying your bills? Is he protecting you? Is he loyal? Is he honest? Is he investing into you? Is he pouring into you? Does he accept you as you are and love you wholly as you are? You know what I'm saying? Like, Are you getting what you're giving him in return? Is he even worth you doing wifey shit for? All I'm saying is, make these men pay extra, or they get the basic subscription. Stop letting them have a cake and eat it too. Do not be
Women are terrible role models. Women are terrible role models. I swear to God. That's your application for being a wife. It is. This is a thing where if men follow this logic that women have, right? Don't do shit when you're a girlfriend. Well, then why would men do shit when they're a boyfriend? Why would they provide and protect when they're a boyfriend? They should only do that when they're your husband. Let's break this shit. I'm gonna show you a video of this woman that absolutely destroys this video. So let's break this one down.
a wife to a man that is not your husband. Don't move in with no man. Don't be out here cooking and cleaning. If you really about that life, don't be out here having sex with no man that ain't your husband.
So you are his girlfriend, but you don't have sex with him. What the fuck do you do for him? You don't cook and clean for him. You don't have sex with him. What the fuck you do for him? What the fuck do you do? You have great conversations with him? You have great conversations with him. You guys are just having conversations? What the fuck are you guys doing? Right? Because honestly, he's a simp idiot if he's taking you on dates where he doesn't get you, well, you don't do shit for him, right? He's not getting shit from you, right? So what does he get from you? Just sit there and look pretty? So all you're doing is sitting there and looking pretty. And then you wonder why men just view women as objects. Why men just treat women as sexual objects. As, you know, as beauty. This is a thing where I think it's funny. Where women say that, oh, men only value youth and beauty. Here's a woman that says, don't cook, don't clean, don't have sex with a man if he's not your husband, i.e., if he's your boyfriend, don't have sex with him, don't cook and clean for him. What the fuck do you do? So you wonder if you, then that means all you're doing is that you are just a fucking statue, a pretty statue to look at. Then why would he want older women, right? If this, I'm playing along with this logic of the stupid women, okay? Of the stupid woman. She's counting his money. No duh, yeah. If all you're good for is the fucking statue, a pretty statue, right? That's what you're saying, right? That's all you're good for, right? In this weird boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, all you're good for is a pretty statue. Could you be surprised that older men will go for younger women? Because that's a prettier statue.
Most definitely don't be out here having no babies by a man that ain't your husband. We should all know that by now. That's like
I agree with that. I mean, that's probably the only thing I agree with her in this fucking video.
a universal rule. Don't be out here helping him apply for jobs. I'm telling y'all, let his mama do that shit.
So don't build with him. Don't build with him. Don't help him build. Don't help a man build. How many times on the Kendra G fucking show, right? You have women saying, oh, I want to build with a man. Bitch, you don't. You don't want to build with him. Because this is the mindset of women. Don't even help him, right? Fill out applications. Fill out form. So how are you building with him? No. What you want is him already built. And you just want to say, I want to help build with him. Fuck that. No. You don't want to help build. You want to take. You want to take from a man that's already built and say that, oh, I helped him. Really? No. You want to take credit for shit that's already there.
sit pretty and get treated and spoiled as his girlfriend.
Sit pretty and get spoiled. What does he get? All you have is just being pretty. Okay? Don't whine when men trade up for more prettier, i.e., younger women. This is the logic right here, okay? Straight from the horse's mouth. Sit there and look pretty. So, if men view women as just something pretty to look at, guess what? When you get old, less pretty, he's going to trade for something young, more prettier. And then we have these women saying, oh, these old ass men going after for younger women because they want to control. No. Not because they want to control. They want a prettier woman. Guess what? Her, right, will be prettier now than she will be, I don't know, 20 years from now. No duh. So this is the thing. Out from the woman's mouth. Sit there and look pretty. That's all you're good for, right? That's all you're good for. Sit there and look pretty and use a man's money. Then you wonder why men lead with their money. This is the thing where it's like, you don't see the rhetoric that women put out. Not men. It's not men saying this shit. It's not men objectifying women. It's not men showing that women are superficial. Sit there, look pretty, use a man's money. Seems like her education is useless, right? Seems like her education is useless. Seems like, you know what? Her career is useless. One, looking pretty, what does that have to do with your education? Using his money, what does that have to do with your education? What does that have to do with your money? Again, why your career, your accomplishments, your money is fucking useless to men. Not because of men, right? Not because of men. Men do not want a broke ass bitch. But women don't give money to men. Women's money, careers, jobs are useless to men. Because sitting there looking pretty, using a man's money, doesn't require a college degree.
And technically, as a girlfriend, you're still single. As a girlfriend,
Technically, as a girlfriend, you're still single. We gotta remember that. Technically, as a girlfriend, you're still single. Okay.
what he ate today is none of your business. If he got kids already, they're none of your concern. You ain't nobody's stepmama.
Okay. If he has kids, none of your concerns. You're not a stepmom. So, this is a single mother. This is a single mother. Is there the same energy that? No. There's no the same energy. This is why I said when you reverse logic, when you twist the logic around, it never makes sense. Because God forbid, he doesn't give a shit about your kids. God forbid, he wouldn't want to be a stepfather to your kids.
Girlfriend, it's okay to compromise, but we are not making any sacrifices. If y'all...
You ain't making no sacrifices. This whole video is the epitome of selfishness. It is the representation of a lot of women. Not all women, a lot of women. Particularly internet women. Right? These stupid ass content creators, stupid ass influencers who want to spread their stupidity out. This is the information they want to spread out, right? This is it, right? Being shallow, being useless, being selfish, right? Being egotistical, narcissistic, being users, even sounds like abusers.
All together, y'all locked in and he cooks for you, then it's cool.
He cooks for you. You wouldn't even cook for him, yet he should be cooking for you? Who the fuck are you? He doesn't even get sex from you.
To return the favor and show off your cooking skills. You know, that's cute. But it is not your duty to cook him breakfast, lunch, dinner, pack his work lunch, and make him snacks as a girlfriend.
What is your duty? Sit there and look pretty as a girlfriend. Yet it's his duty to cook for you, to protect and provide for you, to let you use his money. Then you wonder why. You wonder why passport bros are. You wonder why. Yeah, Vane is her favorite character.
That's not your duty. Because trust me, with or without you, that man is going to figure out how to eat. I know it's...
Okay, sure. Yeah. So that means you're useless to him. I mean, why does he need to spoil you? Because with or without him, you have to make your own money, right? So this is the thing why, this is why the Chads, the Tyrones, the Pookies, all right? They don't need to spend money on women. Because with or without him, you will have to make money. So all they know how to do is manipulate you to get into your pants. And that is it.
Women, we like to think cooking and cleaning makes a man want us more or make a man fall in love. But what if we are talking about a man that has personal chefs and maids? He don't need you to cook or clean for him. His mama taught him how to cook and clean for himself, so he ain't relying upon a woman to do that for him. Then what do you have to offer? More importantly, when we do...
What do you have to offer? She didn't even tell you. What do you have to offer? Yes, it's all about her, right? It's all me, 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 me. This is the ideology women are pushing out. Selfishness. But like I said, what do you have to offer? She doesn't say. Because you offer nothing. You offer nothing.
All of these things for a man, what is he doing in return? Is he paying your bills? Is he protecting you? Is he loyal? Is he honest? Is he investing into you? Is he pouring into you? Does he accept you as you are and love you wholly as you are? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you getting what you're giving him in return? Is he even worth you doing wifey shit for?
Why are you in a relationship with him? Why are you his girlfriend? It's like, why are you his girlfriend?
What I'm saying is, make these men pay extra or they get the basic subscription.
What's the basic subscription? It's fucking stupid. Sit pretty. Yes, I guess that's yes, that's all they're good for. Sit there and look pretty. It's like, does it not seem like women are more misogynistic than men?
Stop letting them have their cake and eat it too.
So, this woman, with her, wisdom, right? Saying, oh, even if you're his girlfriend, you're single, right? He has to do all these things for you, okay, to prove himself. Okay? Let's play this stupid game.
I hate men as a
Do not be... I walked away from a 12-year relationship with 2 kids simply because I believe in myself. We have...
How is she so low?
Been together since I was 16 years old. I had 2 children as a teenager. And I can honestly say that as young adults raising 2 children, we did pretty okay. I mean, we're both intelligent, ambitious.
Did you guys hear? I'm pretty sure you guys can.
With 2 kids, simply because I believe in myself.
I hope you guys can listen. Please listen to it, right? I'm trying to do it.
I walked away from a 12-year relationship with 2 kids simply because I believe in myself.
Do not. I walked away from a 12-year relationship with 2 kids simply because I believe in myself.
She walked away from a 12-year relationship with 2 kids because she believed in herself. Look how much makeup they put on. They put on a lot of makeup.
We have been together since I was 16 years old. You know, I had 2 children as a teenager. And I can honestly say that as young adults raising 2 children, we did pretty okay. I mean, we're both intelligent, ambitious, hardworking individuals. You know, we were good partners. But about 6 years into the relationship, I began to feel stuck.
They were both good partners. Okay, both good partners, right? She felt stuck in her 12-year relationship. 2 kids with this man. Felt stuck. So, are you surprised that this selfish woman would do selfish shit? Would promote selfish ideology? This is a thing where she left. I thought this was a marriage, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe. But whatever. If it isn't, it isn't. But that's the insanity of it. Okay? You were with this man for 12 years, 2 kids. You left him because you felt stuck.
While he was sticking to and accomplishing all of the goals that he had set for himself, I was feeling like my life was just becoming like a revolving door of mother and wife duties. And then the goal.
Oh, wife. So she was his wife, okay? So she said, you're still single, right? You're still single as a girlfriend. By this logic, by what she did, she seems like she's still single, even married. Right? She left it like it's nothing. She left a committed relationship like it's nothing. Seems like she still have that single mindset, even if she's married. From girlfriend to wife to stuck.
That I have for myself will come last. My goals definitely weren't as important to him as they were to me. Sometimes I would even quit.
Yeah, okay, but no, duh, it's your goals. Didn't say that she didn't say that his goals were important to her. Obviously not. Her goals were more important to her than his.
Question if he even believed in me and really seen my vision. I would come up with all these plans on how we could, you know, relocate to California as a family. He could continue his same career goals. I would have more resources and opportunity available to build upon the goals and visions that, you know, I have for myself. And
here's the thing, you could hear it, you could see it. I wish you could, but I put the closed captioning, hopefully to help. This is the thing. Women will show you. Women's goals are for them to leave you. Men's goals, right, is for him to provide for you and the family. You see the difference? You see the difference in men and women's goals? Usually, okay, a woman's goal is to be independent from you. Right? That's women's goals, right? Women accomplishing their goals is usually for them to be independent from you. While men's goals, right, is to give you, right, a life, for you to be dependent on him. Right? For you to, it's for you to have a life through his goals, right? Men contribute, women take. Right? And it's just more of the me rhetoric.
He would entertain it, but he never spoke life into it. You know, it was always more so about like what could go wrong. I mean, he had.
Yeah, because he has to be cautious. Look at this. This is the type of woman, right? Again, for her to accomplish her goals, she would leave him. Right? That's the thing with women. If women view you, okay, let's say she accomplished her goals. She was a no one, right? Making nothing. Now she makes more than you, or she's of whatever standing above you. She sees you as not worth it anymore. She will leave you to accomplish her goals. And she will leave you if she finds no need in you.
His mind set on how he wanted to accomplish things for himself, and that's okay. So year after year went by, and you know, I held on to this idea that eventually things will work itself out. You know, hanging on to the potential. But all that did was made me unhappy and miserable because I was not being fulfilled. So things never got better. It actually just got worse over time. On top of the everyday struggles of,
I swear to God, I hate how she's. I'm sorry how she's so low. It's fucking annoying. But fuck it, I'm gonna play it and just show you guys.
being in a relationship, raising a family, especially so young, it was just like so hard. I kind of felt like I started to lose myself. I would try to plot on the right time to leave, but honey, the right time never came. I never saved up all that money that I told myself I was going to save up. So when I did leave, I would be able to get a new house, get a new car. That never happened. And when it all hit the fan, I walked away from everything. And you know what was the hardest? The judgment and criticism that I received, especially from people I thought would be in my corner. Now here we are, 8 years later, and life is good. Life is great. After leaving that relationship, an overflow of blessings and opportunity started to come my way. Opportunity bigger than what I had even imagined for myself. It all starts with me truly believing in myself more than anybody else. Most people are not going to see your vision the way that you do. They just not.
This is a thing where, fine, if her opportunities come her way, right? For herself. It's for herself. When opportunities came his way, it's for his family. That's the thing with men and women are different. Okay? Men's duty is to himself and his family. Women's duty is to herself. And it shows. Right? It shows. So this is why this is the insanity where a woman that left her marriage for herself has no right or the audacity, okay? The audacity for a woman that left her marriage for herself to be giving relationship advice. You are too selfish to be in actual relationship. You are forever, right? Forever a side piece. What do you guys think? 10 hours later, I'm ready. Yes. These women. They will take forever. All right, let's do a Kendra G video. Give me a minute. Give me a second, okay? Santiago, I agree. She's supposed to follow, but she wants to lead. That is the problem with a lot of women right now. They can't even follow a man's lead. They want to be the leader. That is the thing. All right, let's react to this Kendra G video.
35.
35. What you do for a living?
I'm an escort. What?
So you get paid to have sex with men?
Correct.
What you calling me for? You already got to pull them in the
No, listen. But I'm trying, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, I just want to, you know, one friend, that's it.
So the men you sleeping with, they can't be your friend?
I mean, they okay, you know, they already occupied, they are married and stuff like that, you know, so yeah.
Well, the reality of the escort ward, the men are married. Never thought about it that way.
Exactly. So I'm trying to get out that game, and I want a nice friend, you know, and stuff like that.
So you want a man to date you while you're...
I swear to God, right? If I'm going to have to pay for it, 304. If I'm going to have to pay for it, why am I paying for ugly ones? I don't really understand. I don't understand some men, right? If you're going to have to pay for it, there are good looking, you know, escorts out there. Just pay for that one instead. I mean, like, come on. If you're going to have to pay for it, right? Pay for the good looking ones. Now, if you're going to date, it's going to be hard for you to get the good looking ones to date you, but yeah, you date the average looking one. But why are you paying for the average looking one? And the audacity, right? The entitlement, the delusion of a woman, an escort, right? Going onto a dating show and asking men or trying to advertise themselves. What type of men do you think you're getting? At best, you're getting loser customers. At best. I mean, like, seriously, you're not getting a man who's going to be serious with you.
You're an escort?
Yeah, Santiago agrees. Like, seriously, if you're going to pay for it, pay for a good-looking one. This is the thing where my opinion, too. Incel men, right? Men that are incel, work hard, okay, and pay for it, right? If work hard and pay for it. That's the thing. But here's the thing, right? Like why I said, why not pay for the good-looking ones to leave you? Why pay for the ugly ones to leave you alone? I'd rather pay for the good-looking ones to leave me alone.
I mean, I said if we like get there, I would stop.
So in the friend part, are you guys being intimate?
Oh, you saw me in a...
The
No,
guy that you're
because
looking for now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just searching for now. Yeah.
But you're saying friend, but you want this friendship to become something serious, right?
Yeah, you know, eventually, like, you know, we have to see where it's going. You know, I can't just say, oh, I'm going to be in a relationship with you. I have to learn you just as well as he have to learn me.
Well, let me ask you, have you ever had a boyfriend while you've been an escort?
I have, of course, I have 11 kids.
Are you being honest?
I'm being very honest with you. Yeah.
How many baby daddies do you have?
I have 2.
Okay, so you couldn't be...
$11 kids by 2 different men.
with any of those men?
No, because he's a mess. He was toxic, my first baby daddy.
And you gave him kids? You gave him multiple kids. This man was so toxic, you gave him multiple kids. Bitch, are you stupid? I understand now why you resort to sex work. I understand. I can understand that. Because you know what? I'm sorry. You look stupid. I hate, this is a thing where I know, the typical male creators to hate on women, but no, I don't like hating on women. I don't. I don't really, and I try to be more PC and friendly with my words. God damn. God damn. This is the problem with this woman's life. No fucking person that cared about this woman hold her accountable, right? Neither her friends, family, or men. Not a single fucking person hold this stupid woman accountable. 11 kids by 2 different men, saying that the men that she gave kids to were toxic.
How old are your kids?
My daughter is 14 years old with a 2-year-old. And
your 14-year-old daughter has a 2-year-old daughter?
Yeah. A 2-year-old son.
A 2-year-old son.
Okay, I really try my best not to be blatantly women hating. This woman is utter garbage. She is garbage. She is the garbage of garbage. Because of her stupid, fucking idiotic self, she's creating the next generation of single mothers, of baby daddies. This woman is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
So your daughter got pregnant at 11?
Yeah, she got pregnant at 11 and had a baby at 12. Correct.
Did she get pregnant by a boy her age?
Yes.
Tish, here's the deal. You're being authentic with me, right?
I'm being very authentic with you.
This is a lot, and you already know this space. So are you ready for the conversation that's going to be had around you?
Yeah, definitely.
How did you feel about your 11-year-old daughter getting pregnant?
I mean, I was extremely, sad, and I brought it to social media, on my other page. It happened at school, and we're doing like
You have no right to say shit. You have no right to say shit. You are a woman. You are an escort. 11 kids by 2 different men. I guarantee you, you are not the beacon of morality, of being a good role model. You are disgusting. This is a thing where I get so much hate. I get so much hate from the black community, okay? It is what it is. I don't care. I get so much hate from the black community because I talk about, not predominantly, black women. I talk about all women, okay? But here's the thing. I guess I'm more critical of black women because here's the thing. They are their own worst enemy, yet they scream victimhood. They're their own worst enemy and they scream victimhood. They're doing the worst. They're doing the worst to themselves. And here's the thing. I have friends that are black. I work in the black community. I care about the black people. I've dated mostly black women. So why I talk about the black community a lot, not predominantly, right? I don't only talk about black people or black women because I care. Because I care. Because there's not enough there's not enough black content creators talking about the shit. Talking against this shit. Because this shit right here is fucking disgusting. It's ruining the black community. It's ruining women, okay? It's ruining dating. 100% sure, okay? This shit right here is ruining dating. It's ruining the community. Right? It's ruining dating. But 100%, it's what's ruining the black community. You gave 11 kids to 2 different men. Okay? 11 kids to 2 different men. You are selling your body. No duh. No duh. No duh. You are producing baby mamas. At 12, okay? Your daughter at 12 is a baby mama. She's already starting early. Right? She's already starting early. Since black people are not condemning this shit, I will. I don't give a shit. Hate me if you want, right? Hate me if you want. Call me whatever fucking name you want. I don't give a shit. How I feel, what I believe I care, I'm gonna talk about it. This shit, right, is poisoning the community. This right here is the piss in the dating pool.
Not me, but my baby daddy. We're doing the consequences, like, he's trying to sue the school because he felt like, that shouldn't have happened or whatever and stuff like that. And I'm being very authentic with you.
No, I mean, I feel like there has to be some type of legal grounds against this.
Exactly, because I mean, but my child, at first she did not want the child. And I forced her to have it because I don't believe in, aborting kids. And yeah.
You don't believe in aborting kids, but you believe in having 11 kids out of wedlock. You believe in selling your body. You don't believe in aborting kids. Such a beacon of morality. Oh, this woman is godly. This woman is godly. Oh, praise. What a fucking idiot.
So how old are your kids? You have an 11-year-old daughter.
No.
This is the thing. Controversial. Do I believe the government should start cutting down all these government assistance? I believe all these government assistance shit is just giving women a way out. All this government assistance thing, okay, is giving women, letting women not take accountability for their bad actions. Because here's the thing. If you can get money from the government, food stamps from the government, Section 8 from the government, why the fuck do you need to be responsible for who you give your body to? You can give your body to a 12-year-old. You can give your body to a broke man. You can give your body to a toxic man. Why does it care? Why do they need to pick good future husbands and fathers? They don't need to. Right? They don't need to. Because the government will step in. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I think I'm for it.
11 kids. I'm sorry, 11 kids. 14-year-old daughter.
Yeah, I mean, you want me to go to
all the ages.
Come on, let's talk about something else.
Okay, but this is. Are you familiar with my show?
Look, Kendra, I am not playing on your show. I'm just
No,
saying.
I said, are you familiar with my show? What I'm asking you are the normal questions I ask everyone. So
you know what? I didn't sing you. I'm not going to be honest with you. I didn't sing you, but I just never like really watched your show. I said she's a nice person, so it's a liar. Well, hey, as long as I know the truth. So, oh well, thank you. Okay.
Okay. Well, I will say this. So these are the questions I ask everyone, right? And when you say the amount of kids, the next question is how old are they? So you said 14.
Steps.
Okay, you're gonna prolong the inevitable. We got to get all the ages.
Oh my gosh, you want all my kids' ages?
Yes.
No, Kendra.
Well, we can end here if you want to.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. Okay.
No, we can end the whole live. You have to. I mean, I'm not gonna force you to do anything you don't want to do, but this is
okay. Well, we'll end.
You know what's so crazy? I just had another woman who called me up and didn't want to tell me. She didn't want to tell me the amount of kids. So you told me the amount of kids.
No, I told you my amount of kids.
Right. So now you got to tell the ages, honey.
I mean, you want me to put? You say I'm lying? Okay, well.
I didn't say you were lying.
I'm talking about the comments. They said if I'm lying, I'm lying. It don't matter.
Tish, you're deflecting. You're deflecting. I know I'm a professional journalist. I know when a question is not being answered. So we don't move past this question. So how old are your 11 kids?
They start steps. 14.
Okay, Tish, we can disconnect if you desire. It's your choice, but I have to get all the ages. And I don't want to waste 10 minutes on a question you could just answer very easily.
I just told you start steps.
I don't know. You have to tell me the exact ages.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and I have a 1-year-old.
So the 1-year-old, and this is by 2 men?
Yes.
Have you ever been married?
No.
And why you not with the 1-year-old dad again?
What you talking about, the one with the 10 kids?
Oh, you have 10 kids by one and then 1 kid by one other person?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, why are you not?
What the fuck you doing? I swear to God, you're stupid as shit. How can you have so many kids by one man and leave him?
Not with the man you have 10 kids with.
Because he is off the chain. I mean, and I don't want that. He put like this. I mean, he made pretty good money and stuff like that. And I actually stayed in one of his houses. But, it's like he the type, he likes to control people. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that.
Yes, she's fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I think she's retarded. I mean, like, I swear to God, I hate people are trying to ban that word, but it's like, seriously. He's controlling, yet you gave him 10 kids. Really? Was he that controlling? He got 10 kids out of you.
Like, he have a whole woman that he stays with. And
the man that has 10 kids? The one you have 10 kids by?
Yeah, I call her to help, you know what I'm saying? Because he just using her to keep my kids.
So, Tish, listen, when I sit here, it's my first time ever meeting you. To be assured, you're not trying to just troll me right now. Like,
no, I'm being so honest with you. Now, this time I am being so honest with you. I'm trying to pour my heart out to you.
Okay.
This time.
And if you don't believe me, I mean, you can go read my story if you don't believe me.
No, I'm not going to do that.
He the type like this, like he'll kind of see, he the type, my kids stay with him. And so, a lot of females be like, why you don't have your baby? Why you don't have your kids and this and that? Because, at this point, I stay in his place, one of his places. And so, a lot of people always, get to the point and like, do you have men coming over? No, I respect him. I don't have men coming over. I go to, like the hotels and stuff like that. But, you know what I'm saying? And I also practice safe sex. I use rubbers. So, but this time the rubber had slipped out and I got pregnant by one of my escorts. And I thought it was by him. We did the blood test. And, he got to the point he got very upset in his feelings. And he started trying to, say he don't want my kids to be around my new baby. And he started making me pay rent.
Okay. So, you never been married, right? You said?
No.
All right. So Tish, Illinois, 35 is escort, mom to 11, kids by 2 men. 10 are by 1 man and 1 is by an escort. Tish, what kind of man are you looking for?
Please. Get out of the dating pool. I've said this countless times before. I swear to God. Why do you think men's content popped up? It's not to hate women. Men's content didn't appear to hate women. It appeared because of women like this. Lack of accountability. Lack of accountability. Right? You gave 10 kids to 1 man. You call toxic. You call controlling. You are living in his house. You sell your body, okay? And one of your clients impregnates you. And now you're fucking on here looking for a man? Are you kidding me? Are you it's like someone above homelessness. No man, yes, no man wants this. I mean, am I going to say no man? No. Because here's the thing. Let's be honest. Men are stupid. Men are just as stupid. Men are just as stupid. Men are just as... Men are stupid. It's just...
told you, I'm just looking for now a friend, and if things happen, it just happen. You follow me?
What are your deal breakers?
I don't like liars.
Okay.
I don't want nobody who into like drugs or nothing like that. That's a deal breaker. I don't smoke cigarettes, and I don't want my guy to do it neither.
Should he look a certain way?
No, looks don't faze me, but he gotta have coins.
How much money should he make?
6 figures or better or more.
Oh, fucking God. This baby mama of 11 kids, this escort is asking for a man that makes 6 figures. This woman, who's a 3, barf, yes, who's a 3, no, you know what? She's a 1. She's a 1, right? She's a 1. Let's say she's a 1, right? Baby mama of 11, escort, who is fucking ugly. You know, I don't know. I don't know what this.
So more than 6 figures is 7. So you're saying be a millionaire?
Yeah.
Your child, the child of 10's dad was wealthy.
Yes.
I'm assuming you get child support.
No, how do I get child support and my kids stay with him?
Oh, so all your kids live with him?
Yeah.
Do any of them live? All you have is the 1-year-old?
Yeah, my 1-year-old girl. Yeah.
So is this a court appointed? Did the court appoint your children to live with him?
No, it wasn't like that. It's just like, the simple fact that, I stay up on his roof. So, you know what I'm saying? He felt like, he thought I was going to try to put him on child support, but that wasn't even the case, whatever, stuff like that. So he was like, well, you stay, once we had we split up like around about 5 years ago. And so he got the, nice big house and stuff like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I stay here, with my baby. And so he had told me that if I, he thought I was going to try to put him on child support. So he had said, well, just give me my kids and stuff like that so I can take her out. And I said, okay. Until things get better, whereas I can buy me a house.
Let's do the Kendra cam, Tish. That's when you stand up and we see your full body.
Girl. Oh my gosh. See that? Look, I don't know about none of this, but girl,
you don't have to take your clothes off. You just have to stand up.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The point is, I only got on that, and
Well, do you want to go put something on?
Yeah, I'll put something on. So you wouldn't have wait that long for me to do that.
Well, it can't take forever.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, what you want to do? Can I do it another time?
No, we'll have to end here.
Okay, we can just end it.
We'll be. I'll disconnect you. What you want to do, Tish?
Kendra, you sound like you're a very nice person, and I respect you, and I will be still watching your shows.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best.
These are the women that are out there. Now, maybe not this to this extreme, okay? But to this level of delusion. That's the thing, okay? Yes, not every woman has 10 kids, right? 10 kids or 11 kids, right? So not to this extreme. But to this level of delusion. This right here. This level of delusion. You are a fucking one. Asking for a man with 7 figures. While the man that you said you gave 10 kids to, who makes 7 figures, you left him because it was toxic. Sure. Like, I think she trolled. I mean, would I be surprised that she trolled her? That she trolled Kendra? No, I wouldn't be surprised, right? I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes.
Thank you, love.
Tish wore me the hell out. Tish wore me the hell out. Okay? I almost wanted her to be trolling. I literally wanted her to be lying to me. I wanted her to say, psych. I was hoping she was going to say, psych, April Fools. I know we're in May. Shit, make a move the date. April Fools. May Fools.
She could be, but here's the thing. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised that that is true. And this is the reason why men's content exists. This is the reason why men's content exists. Because here's the thing. Yes, it's Kendra's video. She's not critical of it. That's the thing. She's not critical of it. She doesn't hold these women to the fire. She doesn't point out. She doesn't bring up these insanities, these delusions, these hypocrisies, these fucking crazy ass shit. Well, this is why men's content exists. Because no one is holding these women accountable. No one is. Yo, Skull, what's up, my brother? Yes, please like the video. It's big help to me, all right? But that is the insanity. Right? That is the insanity of women. And that is why men's content is so important. To break the grip that it has on men's brains. Escape the matrix. Right there. Escape the matrix. Right? Know how women are. That's the thing. This shit is crazy. Crazy. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? All right, guys. I think that's it for tonight. Was a decent live. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for showing your love, your support. Like I said, please check out my other videos, right? Please check out my other videos. Please like, subscribe if you haven't. Please comment on my other videos, you know. Help me push the videos out there, right? It'd be very helpful, okay? So, yeah. That's it for tonight. Hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend, okay? I love you guys. Why? What's up, my brother? Love you. Santiago, I love you, my brother. Thank you for stopping by. Skull, thank you for dropping by, right? I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. You guys are amazing.